such a pleasure meeting you today here, man. Like, I feel already like I like can relate to you on so many levels, which, I mean, I knew a little bit, but it was more than I even expected how like quick and how much we connect on so many things.
Man, this is what we're gonna do, man.
All right.
We're gonna make you harder to kill.
Okay.
You know?
Okay. I like to work out. I like to get pushed past my limits.
We'll punch you in the face a little bit, hit you in the body.
Okay,
You know what I mean? It's gonna be a good time, though. It's gonna be the best time. It's gonna be. I'll let you hit me in the face. It's gonna be the best time you've ever had.
That's different things. Me hitting you in the face, you hitting me in the face. Those are not the same thing.
You're gonna be so comfortable with it, you know, you ain't even gonna feel it. It's gonna be amazing.
Okay, man. Whatever you say, you're a professional. I trust you. I trust you. All right.
For sure.
All right, let's do it, baby. I think being a competitor in one thing kind of, it lets you let go of the ego in a way. Like, even though I really like to win and I like want to succeed and be good at anything I do and I'm going to give it my best, I also know like how far it like what the distance is between me and like a pro or somebody who's like good at what they do. So that means that I can focus on like my personal journey and I'm not worried about like impressing anybody or like proving anything, because really I know it's like a personal journey for me. Like I want to get out there, challenge myself, do something I'm not comfortable with, and through that process I'll like learn and grow, and then like that's really what I'm out here to do today.
Jake, welcome. Welcome, man. Welcome.
Good to see you, man.
Welcome to my home. This is where a majority of my work gets done.
Yeah.
I've been at your place, you know, and you showed me a good time, beat my ass, you know. So now I get to return the flavor.
Yeah, man. Let's go. Let's go. I'm ready.
All right.
I don't know if I'm ready, but I'm ready.
So I'll show you pretty much the facility. This place is O Athletic. It's a gym. It's kind of like a cross gym. They got like all types of stuff. They got treadmills, weights, turf, hills, sand, cryotherapy, hydro. I'm gonna show it to you all. You know, all the stuff I pretty much frequent while I'm here. So
nice
yeah.
place.
So yeah, just follow me.
Sweet.
All right, Jake, man. I wanted to talk to you a little bit about like your lifestyle, you know, because I feel like lifestyle is a big part of setting yourself up for success, you know.
It's always like a balancing act, right? Like how much time you spend doing this, you know, thinking about for your career, like moving around and stuff, like what's, you know, what sacrifices are you willing to make? For me, it comes down to like communication. That's what I always try to think about is communication. You know, like with the people in your life, setting an understanding of like, here's my priorities and this is what I want to do, and how does that feel to you?
Yep. So my big thing when it comes to like my lifestyle, or it comes to my life in general, like how I do one thing, I say this all the time, how I do one thing is how I do everything. You know what I mean? Because I feel like giving your best to anything you have is a habit, you know? Yeah. And that's what we're doing. We're trying to build habits for success, right? So if I'm a piece of crap dad or a piece of crap husband or a piece of crap, you know what I mean? I feel like that habit of like not holding myself to a higher standard in that regard carries over to the rest of the part of my life. So like when I'm home, I like try to be home. You know what I mean? When I'm here, I'm here 100%. When I'm home 100%.
It's really a holistic thing. It's like you got to see the whole picture and have a strategy that's like effective. It's not about being hard or being the most disciplined guy ever.
Exactly. Because we gon' make mistakes. Like, it's human nature to make mistakes. The less I can make, the more often, you know, the more I can build good habits, the more successful I'm gonna be. You know what I mean? All right, man. Next thing we got.
Let's go. I like the look of this place, man.
Yeah, it's pretty sick. It's like a really sick gym. You know, it's probably the nicest facility I've been, you know, training at. Yeah. So over here, we got like turf. This is where I do majority of my like strength and conditioning. You know, over here you can see they got treadmills. They got pretty much anything weight, you need, right? Thing you need to use. You know. Yeah. And this thing here is
that angle, man.
It's like super steep. Hardest thing that we have to do sometimes is like walk up backwards. Ooh. Like all the way up, and it's like the most
That'll
awful.
Crush you. Like halfway through a workout, it's like go up it backwards.
Exactly. And then here we have it. Where we do majority of the work, where we get down and gritty, the cage.
The cage, man. This is crazy, man. I can't wait to like see from the inside as well. Like, it's just so cool. So I never see one in person like this.
Yeah, well, let's get dressed and let's get to work, man.
Let's do it, man. Let's go. Now I'm feeling excited, you know? Like I got the energy now.
Yeah.
I'm like, all right, let's go work out.
Ready to go.
Let's get some sweat.
Hell yeah. Hit some
Yeah.
The interesting thing about esports is that part of the thing is that there's no like real limit on how much you can practice.
Yeah.
And I think a lot of people, like people from the outside, from like traditional sports, are saying like, you can live a more balanced lifestyle and things like that.
Yeah.
And I think there's probably some truth to that, and you can like do better. We can do better as pro gamers.
Yeah.
But really, like, there is a benefit to practicing a lot every day and like putting in those long days, like 10 to 12 hours.
Yeah.
But to
You're
live that
realistic.
life, you gotta like you can't really want anything else. You have to be 100%. And
Yeah.
I think it's very hard to like have relationships and have like a healthy balance.
Almost
but
like you
have to
gotta
want
put the rest of your life on hold to make that big of a commitment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's just like being okay with that and knowing what it is. And for the relationships in your life, communicating that and like being effective about, telling people like what's really going on and what your goals are. And I think because some people actually can work with that. It's not like it's impossible to make that work.
I would say for me, it's pretty much the same thing, I'm only gonna be athletic for so long.
Yeah.
I'm trying to prolong that type of stuff by like using technique, take care of my body,
Yeah.
try not to use so much of my athleticism, fight a way that I'll be able to fight, for a longer time,
Yeah.
and not taking damage, you know what I mean? The truth of the matter is, like, yeah, this is a finite amount of time that I'm gonna be able to do this, so I have to take every advantage I can of the resources that I'm provided, like, while I'm doing this. All right, now we're gonna do some little bit of warm up, like to loosen up, with my coach, my strength and conditioning coach, Coach Phil. You wanna kind of give him a rundown of what we gonna do today?
So, man, good to meet you.
How you doing, man? Coach Phil.
Good to meet you, Phil. I'm Jake.
Likewise. Hey, Jake. So we're really going to kind of go through what we start out as far as our warm up, and then some of our fundamental movements
Yeah.
we use in his training that's outside of the cage.
Got it.
And we have the gym guys been able to see a little bit. We're going to take you to the performance area.
Got it.
to do that. So you're going to watch rock shows and you're going to see.
Got it.
Rock with it, okay? So 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3.
So one thing Coach Phil is like good at about with the mixed martial arts is like being in like an athletic position, or being like centered, being like balanced, like at all times. So every movement is like I'm in balance. I'm not like off. You know what I mean?
You're not like throwing
I'm
yourself.
centered.
Exactly. We always want to keep that center of gravity and everything shifting. You know?
Okay.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Keep pushing, keep pushing. Good work. Gotta get more, get one more. Yeah! Yeah!
Okay.
Let's go. Let's go. I want to give you kind of like my mindset, like coming into the ring, like what I'm thinking about, like how I'm approaching it. I'm exuding confidence, and also I truly am confident because I've prepared, We've set our lifestyle in a way that prepared us for this moment. It's like an animalistic mindset that I have to take this guy out,
It's not just a show for other people. It's like it comes from inside. I can totally relate when I'm in my space, because when I'm like going on stage to play a match or something, I'm in that mode of like I'm going to the next match like with like a fearless like intensity of I'm gonna win somehow. I'm gonna like force something to happen here.
For sure. Talk to me a little about like what your like routine is, like going into a match, or what your like mindset is, like getting up on stage and competing and doing that type of stuff.
Yeah, absolutely. So for me, it's always been like, probably it starts from the very beginning of the day. Like kind of you wake up in the morning and you're like kind of it's the day. And for me, it's like I'll be like listening to music and getting psyched up in the morning and getting ready, doing everything. I do everything like the same every day on match day. Like the match day is no different than like the training day when it comes to like routine, whether what I'm eating or like how I'm preparing, what time I'm sleeping, what time I'm waking up. I try to just have like consistency. The big thing I think is like really when you're walking out, when you're about to like get on stage, when the lights are on, cameras are on, and it's time to like walk out and get ready. That's the moment where I feel this like, I think of it as like I can feel like the blood, I feel like the blood in my body like moving, and I'm like kind of visualizing success in that regard, whatever it might be. And then from there, usually that's when I start to like kind of get a lot of energy. Like sometimes I'll be backstage, I'll be kind of like jumping up and down a little bit, like kind of feeling a lot of energy. It's funny because when I sit down to play and I'm like in the zone getting into the game, I feel like very calm. Like it's not like that intensity is still there, but it's like focus. I want to focus it into like a single point.
Once you sit down, it's like a calming. Like you're like, I'm here where I'm supposed to be.
Yeah, like you built up all this energy, and now I want to condense it into a much more focused thing.
Exactly. I literally like lay on the mat and like stretch out because I just like feel calm. You know?
Yeah, you're like relaxed.
A sense of calm comes over me like right before, and it's probably I feel like focused. Are we showing some technique first and then?
I would appreciate it.
Okay, I'll give you like a game thing, I'll do a takedown, a submission, and then a strike. When we fight, so there's like tape. They put tape so your hand is like a cast underneath the gloves.
Lock it up.
Yeah, and that's pretty much what you do. You hold your hand straight, and then they tell you to tighten as they need to like break the tape.
Yeah.
Speaking of like once you get in the match, Overwatch is kind of like MMA into where like you can't really control what your opponent is doing, and that's the same kind of in MMA. Like a guy could come out and like, oh, he's a wrestler, but he could come out and he just feels like striking today, or feels like I don't want to wrestle at all. You know what I mean? So where in your mind or where in your mental preparation do you allow room for like the unexpected?
Yeah, for me, a big thing is like. We come into the match as prepared as we can. Like we scout out our opponents. We know like what they like to play, what they've played in the past. You practice your strategy, and you have to know the balance between kind of ignoring what the opponent does and being like, I will dominate with my strategy that I prepared and we'll take control. And then also reacting and being like, okay, even though we didn't prepare another strategy, we're all good players. We can adapt as a team, play this sort of like variant or change up, whether we're changing a couple characters or playing a comp that maybe we use that strategy somewhere else, but we can bring it into this map or this situation, and then adapting it in the moment where you communicate with each other. All right, here's how we're going to make it work, and having the confidence to kind of make the right call there.
That's also like where the hours, the body of the work, the 10,000 hours that we put in, like that's what we're doing. We're trying to put ourselves in uncomfortable situations
over and over
again. So it's like nothing to us, you know what I mean? Like I'm doing a hill, going up a hill, I'm in sand.
You do all that in the training. So when it comes to the match, it's like, okay, you think you're making me uncomfortable, but I've been there.
I'll roll with it. I'll roll with it. It's nothing. So it starts from the walk up. I don't just like walk just any type of way. Like I crawl up and I'm like I'm an animal. I'm animalistic. I'm a beast. I'm in here. I'm ready to go. I can't be stopped. So that's how anytime I'm in here, I can't be stopped, right? I'm movement, I'm elusive, I'm strong, I'm fast, I'm all those things.